I was gaming the other night, just casually telling myself one more run, then I'll sleep. And the next thing that I know is, it's 5 a.m. already. The sky is turning orange and the birds were chirping, and I'm still locked in that intense boss fight without realizing it, like my life is depending on it. If you are curious about what that boss is, it is him. So how does it happen? How do games steal hours of our time without us even noticing it? I got curious, like really curious. I started digging into the psychology behind the game design, and what I found was kinda wild. These time-sucking patterns aren't accidental, they are by design. And in this video, I want to unpack them. So if you've ever looked up and realized it's been 5 hours and all you did was one more quest, hit the like button. I am Ellie. I'm sharing my thoughts on game and tech here. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and you won't miss a future update. Let's start with the sneaky term called the core loop. I'd seen this term floating around before but never gave it much thought. It's the backbone of most addictive games. Here is how it works. First, you do a task. Second, you get a reward. Third, you use that reward to upgrade. The last, you start again. Simple, right? But it's dangerously effective. This is the loop behind. I'll give you a few examples. In Stardew Valley, you plant crops, harvest them, sell them, buy better seeds, plant more crops. In Call of Duty, you play matches, you gain XP, get better guns, play more matches. In that mobile game Candy Crush, you beat levels, get boosters, use boosters to beat harder levels. It sounds basic, but our brains are wired to love this kind of loop. It means if you do something and get rewarded for it, you're more likely to do it again. Think about how we train pets. Sit, treat, repeat. Games do the same thing, except you're the one sitting and grinding. Game devs understand this and design those loops to be tight and satisfying. You always feel like you're just one step away from the next exciting thing. Now let's add a twist to that loop. Randomness. This is where it gets spicy. Ever played a gacha game or opened a loot box? You click that button, everything sparkles and spins, and then bam! A rare skin or a complete dud. At that time, your brain is reacting to something called a variable ratio schedule, a reward system where the timing or outcome is unpredictable. Slot machines use the exact same trick. Here's the science. Predictable rewards are cool, but unpredictable rewards trigger a bigger dopamine response. It's that sense of, I might get lucky this time. So even if you just pulled a bunch of garbage, your brain still goes, let's try again. That jackpot's gotta be coming soon. And before you know it, you've spent an hour, or worse, your savings, chasing that one rare drop. Games like Overwatch, FIFA Ultimate Team, or Genshin Impact use this. They don't need to reward you every time, they just need you to hope the next one's the big win. Okay. Now picture this. You're in the game, you've just unlocked the skill tree, and suddenly you see this bar. It says, you are 67% to unlock the next level. Now be honest, you have to feel it, right? That urge, that's not coincidence. It's called Zeigarnik effect. The psychological principle that says unfinished tasks stick in your brain more than finished ones. Our brains hate loose ends. So when a game throws 10 half-finished progress bars in your face, you feel compelled to keep going. Just one more level, just one more XP boost. Even if the reward is minor, your brain doesn't care. It just wants closure. And game devs know this. That's why they break tasks into tiny chunks, each with its own progress meter. It's sneaky, but it works. Have you ever had the fear of missing out, FOMO, And no one weaponizes this better than games. Ever seen a limited time event and thought, I don't even like this game, but I should probably get it anyway? That's scarcity in action. When something is only available for a short time, our brains treat it as more valuable, even if it's not. Why do I care so much about a virtual snowman costume that's only available during winter? I mean, it's rare. And rare stuff feels important, you know? Game devs totally get this. They throw in timed events, seasonal gear, holiday bonuses, all that limited edition hype. It's not just about playing the game anymore. It's about not missing out on what everyone else might get. So yeah, you log in, grind for like 3 hours just to get that flaming sword or spooky pumpkin hat. And then, honestly, you'll probably never use it again. But hey, you got it. You earned it. And that's what matters, right? Daily rewards. On the surface, they seem harmless. Hey, thanks for logging. Here is the 10 gems. Come back tomorrow for more. This is how habit loops are formed. It follows the simple formula. Cue. You get a notification or see a pop-up. Routine. You log in, click around. Reward. You get a little bonus. Repeat that a few days in a row.
Nice.
Your brain just formed a new habit. It's the same system used in productivity apps, fitness trackers. But now it's XP, coins. And it will work so well that missing a day can feel like a loss, like you broke a streak or wasted progress. Some games even penalize you for missing a login, which makes you even more committed the next day. At that point, the game itself is part of your daily routine. So is this just a manipulation? Are games secretly training us like lab rats? Kind of, but it's not always as sinister. These tools like the core loop, random rewards, habit building, they are neutral. Some games push microtransactions hard, pressure you with the formal, and trap you in loops designed to make you spend. But others, they use these same mechanics to create meaningful experiences. Like the Hades, it loops. Yes, but it comes back because it feels good. The Lies of P, Hollow Knights, Sekiro draws you in with the mystery and the mastery, not manipulation. These Souls-like games aim for something called flow state, where you're so immersed in the moment that time just disappears. You're not chasing loot, you're chasing the feeling of being in sync with the game, and that's art, not just design. If you're curious about what the Souls games are, here is a video. So yeah, games are powerful. They're built on loops, psychology, and little nudges that keep us coming back. Sometimes that's a good thing, a way to unwind, to challenge ourselves, to escape. Other times, we look up and it's 5 a.m. The key is knowing what's pulling the strings, but like anything, they work best when we stay in control of the experience. If this helped you see games a little differently, hit that like button and maybe drop a comment sharing your own just one more run story. Okay, that's it. I'm Ellie. See you next time.